Hi, my name is Vanessa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use Good Molecules Sheer Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30, which only uses mineral filters to protect the skin against both UVA and UVB rays. It's suitable for all skin types, including sensitive skin, and it's formulated as a very lightweight lotion that's fast absorbing and leaves minimal white cast. Now you can use this sunscreen immediately after your cleansing step to keep things simple. That's actually what I'm about to share with you when it comes to the application. However, in case you have additional skincare products that you want to include in your morning skincare routine, remember to only choose products that are suitable for your skin type and skin concerns and the order of application. And this is now where I want to briefly go over the steps so that you can keep this in mind when doing this at home. Now, first of all, in the morning, it is important to get started with properly washing your face before you're going to apply any leave-on skincare products to the skin. Then, if you should have an hydrating and soothing toner, brightening toner, or maybe an essence at home, use that one after your cleansing step. Then, if you are working with certain serums or even in general treatments that you use for your skin concerns and you can use them in the morning, this would be the next step, layer from your thinnest to the thickest texture. And then, depending on your skin type and if the mineral sunscreen on its own is not hydrating enough, you can use a moisturizer, a very lightweight moisturizer, that's what I would recommend, before applying your sunscreen on top of it. Make sure to let each product properly absorb into the skin before moving on to the next step. And then your sunscreen in the morning can be the last step in your morning skincare routine. However, if you're a person that likes to wear makeup, then your makeup application is going to be the last step. Just remember to wait at least 10 to 15 minutes before applying your makeup on top of your sunscreen to make sure that the sunscreen has time to set. Otherwise, you're going to move around the protection and then this can make things quite uneven. And so this would be then the steps that you can include if you have such products at home that you want to use in the morning. If you want to go over the example morning as well as maybe an evening skincare routine in your own time, you want to see what products that I have picked and you want to see a general guide of how you would use those products, I have prepared for you everything in a PowerPoint to give you a visual guide. This also includes a product description box where I'm listing all the products that I have emphasized with a description for whom they are suitable. Then some general skincare tips like how to wash your face to avoid skincare pilling and layering tips. And then most importantly, a sunscreen guide on how you can properly apply it as well as the removal guide. So you'll find everything in my PowerPoint, which I'm going to leave in the description box down below for you ready to download. And now let's head into the application. Now we're going to get started with the first step, which is properly washing your face. And there are several points that I need to emphasize and want to demonstrate to ensure proper layering and avoid skin sensitivities. Now, first of all, make sure to pick a cleanser that's suitable for your skin type and needs. Then read on the back of the packaging how you're supposed to use it. Do you need to apply to wet skin or on dry skin? Then, when washing your face above the sink, I recommend using a soft, clean, damp washcloth to remove any last traces of the cleanser, as you may not be able to get it properly off by just using your hands. When using water, use lukewarm water to warm water, but avoid hot water, otherwise it may dry out your skin, and then properly pat the skin dry. Now, as an example, I'm going to use Good Molecules Hydrate and Cleanse Bar of Soap. You can work with a bar of soap if you find one that works well for your skin and that it does not dry out your skin. This one is a very hydrating one that's suitable for all skin types, and it needs to be applied to wet skin, and you need to wet your hands as well to lather it well before doing the application to the face. So let's go ahead and do this. Then rub your hands together and massage it all over your face and neck for about 30 seconds. Now rinse it off. Then I recommend using your clean damp washcloth to remove any last traces, mainly along the hairline, maybe around the eyes that you cannot get off by just using your hands. Then I recommend rinsing again. And now take a clean towel and gently pat all over to remove the excess water from the skin's surface to ensure proper layering to avoid skincare pilling and skin sensitivities. This is an important step to do before you're going to apply any other skincare products on the skin surface. Doesn't matter if this is now your toner or even your sunscreen, make sure that the excess water comes off the skin. Now, as I mentioned already earlier, if you don't want to include your toner, essence, specific serum or moisturizer, use those products before applying your sunscreen. Let them absorb into the skin before moving on to the next step. And then after that, you're going to follow on with your sunscreen application. And this is now the step that I'm going to immediately demonstrate because it is important that you're going to apply your sunscreen 10 to 15 minutes before sun exposure. And as a general guide, which with this sunscreen works extremely well, use about half a teaspoon for your face, neck and ears. If you want to blend it further down towards your décolletage, then you need to use, of course, a bit more, about 1 teaspoon. And the amount can be adjusted if you should have a smaller face for sure, but overall, this guide works well for the entire area that I now want to cover and demonstrate to you. You can also use this sunscreen around the eyes, just make sure to not get it into your eyes nor into your mouth. And if you like to, you can give it a good shake before dispensing it in the palm of your hand, or as an example right here in the half teaspoon to give you a visual guide. I'm going to fill up the half a teaspoon. You can see it's quite liquidish. Blends evenly all over and it's so fast absorbing as it's like a light lotion. Then dispense it in the palm of your hand. About that much. Rub your hands together and then blend it evenly all over. So you can see it's very liquidish and it is even, like it's easy to spread all over your face and neck. So, and once you've applied it all over, well then that's it. This can be the last step in your morning skincare routine to properly protect the skin. Otherwise, if you don't want to follow with makeup afterwards, it's completely fine. Just make sure to wait at least 10 to 15 minutes in between to ensure that the sunscreen can set properly before applying a foundation or concealer on top of it. Now you can see it does not really leave a white cast on my skin tone. However, if you're going to be a bit darker, well then it may be a bit noticeable, but you won't look like a ghost. Like I've seen way worse mineral sunscreens than this one, therefore I personally enjoy it a lot because it does not make me look like a ghost. It feels quite hydrating and lightweight on the skin. I have a combination skin, so if you have normal to combo to oily skin, I would say use it on its own, that's enough. If you have a drier skin type, you may prefer to use a moisturizer before applying the sunscreen. And now I just want to go over the reapplication. Now this is important if you have a lot of sun exposure. However, it needs to be adjusted depending on your daily activities. If you're just going to go to school, work, maybe grocery shopping, heading out for lunch, and you only have a bit of sun exposure of, let's say, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes, but not really an hour long, well then if you're going to apply properly in the morning, it should last you for the entire day. However, if you have extreme sun exposure where you cannot really seek any shade, you're really just in the sun, well then make sure to reapply it every 2 hours to maintain that protection. As well as after sweating, or if the sunscreen rubs off, or even swimming, then please make sure to reapply the sunscreen again. And then this is where you would need to adjust it based on your daily activities. Now this is what I wanted to share with you. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, that you find it helpful. And remember, you'll find the entire PowerPoint in the description box down below if you want to go over the example routines in your own time. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and for more educational skincare content, head out to my YouTube channel because there you will find more, and I will see you there. Happy skincaring!